first graders. Today we are going to be reading a nonfiction book called Fire Trucks, and we will be focusing on main idea with this nonfiction book. And remember, main idea is the main thing that happens in the story. What's the message? Okay, what is the author trying to mostly tell you about? And nonfiction can be kind of confusing to me because of all the different subtitles. And so you want to try to think about everything together in the book. What is the main message of the book? Okay, so this book is called Fire Trucks, so I'm going to read it. Okay, here's our table of contents. Okay, let me scoot this back a little bit. See. Okay. Sometimes people need help. They might be hurt or they might be lost. When people need help putting out a fire truck might come to help them. And this says, fire trucks zoom down the street to reach fires quickly. A fire is an emergency vehicle. It is used to put out fires. Even though fire trucks are big, they can go very fast. All right, so here looks like an older fire truck that they're working on, or a fire system. Okay, so this is, it says up here about the picture, it says fire trucks looked very different 400 years ago. So they said that this is what it looked like. So you see the truck and the hose, very interesting. The first fire trucks were used about 400 years ago. They were tanks of water pulled by people or by horses. About 100 years ago, people built the first fire trucks with motors. Okay, so first they had to actually pull the fire trucks. They weren't actually motorized. Wonder how long 400 years ago is. See if you can think of how long 400 years ago, if it's 2020 right now. Today, most fire trucks are red, yellow, or green. They have flashing lights and loud sirens. The lights and sirens warn other drivers to move out of the way. Different kinds of fire trucks carry different things. Ladder trucks have a tall ladder attached to the top. Pumper trucks have pumps for spraying water. Tanker trucks have huge tanks filled with water. And it says, the caption here for the picture says, many fire trucks today carry ladders on top and hoses inside. So there's the ladder and the hose is somewhere inside there. And oh, look, here's the back. There's where the hose is. That's cool. It's like folded like an accordion, because I'm sure that the hoses have to be really long. When there is a fire, an alarm goes off at the fire station. The firefighters put on their protective clothes and jump into the fire trucks. One firefighter drives each truck. Other firefighters sit to or behind the driver. A dispatcher tells the firefighters where to go. When the fire trucks get to the fire, some firefighters hook up the hoses. They can hook up the hoses to a fire hydrant or to a tank on the pumper or tanker trucks. The firefighters begin spraying water on the fire. Some firefighters climb ladders to put out fires in tall buildings. They can rescue people trapped in the buildings too. Firefighters wear air masks to help them breathe inside burning buildings. And for this picture, there's a caption down here. It says when firefighters cannot enter through doors, they use ladders. After the fire is out, the firefighters drive the fire trucks back to the station. They wash the trucks and check their gear. They make sure the fire trucks are ready for the next emergency. So this is about early fire trucks. So remember the one that we saw 400 years ago, it was just a tank and they had to pull it. The first fire trucks were just big tanks of water. We already learned about that. People had to pump the water by hand to get it out of the tank. So they had like a big pump. Kind of like, have you guys seen in Dumbo? They do that in Dumbo, the movie with the elephant. The old one. I don't know about the new one. Then people had made pumps that were powered by steam. These pumps worked faster. They were more powerful too. They could spray more water out of the hoses. So more power means it pumped more water a lot quicker so they could get a lot more water, which is good. And look, that's the end. We've got the glossary. So remember, that's one of those text features that gives vocabulary to the book. And, ooh, it's kind of cool. It gives a couple of books that you could read if you are interested in fire trucks. It says Fire Engines by Marcia Freeman is a good book. And What's Inside a Fire Truck by Sharon Gordon is also a good book. And then they also gave some cool websites that you can look at. And I'll take a picture of these and send them to you. But here they are. So I'll have these sent. Okay, so now what you're going to do, now that we've read the story, and here's the index. Now that we've read the story, you're going to go to the assignment. There's another video, and we're going to work on a main idea flow chart together. So go ahead and exit this one and go to the next video. Okay, good, guys.